Hello, hello. Welcome again to my coaching series. This is Joanne Marime from Joanne Marime Coaching. I hope everything is going well and you're doing fantastic, right? Look, I can't even speak, but hey, I am just so excited to be here again to talk to you about career tips, what more you should do. I have a ton of videos on how to answer questions, but right now I feel like this season calls for more strategic calls, right? Because before we even dive into how to answer questions, right, it's important for you to know what to do. So, in the last couple of weeks and in 2025, there's been over 200,000 layoffs in the USA. And I know normally we start in the US and then it goes all the way to across the markets. So, if anybody across the globe has been impacted, my heart goes out to you. I was so depressed this week. One of the days I couldn't even get out of bed. That's how bad it was because I was just feeling so down. But I just want you to know that, even once there's at the end of the darkness, there's always some light. So today I woke up with a lot of light in my spirit, knowing that God has got us, that we're gonna be great, and God has got you too. And guess what? If God could help a girl with less than $20 who moved to a country that she'd never been to before and get her to the top of the biggest companies in the world, then he can do it for you too. And even if we lose our jobs today, God, that same God remains on the throne. He will take us to the next role and the next role and the next role. And with my help, you're going to get there. So I hope that inspires you to know that, first of all, you're not alone. There's nothing to be ashamed about when it comes to being laid off. I've been laid off many times. Look at me. I look beautiful, don't I? And I've made a lot of good money even after being laid off. So let me just let you know that your job is not your source. God is your source. So if you're feeling just crestfallen right now, it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to take a mental health day. I took a mental health day. I took another one because I just felt like the world was crumbling. But now I'm ready to go because a lot of my people were let go. And there's just no, it's a very bitter thing to go through, and it's something that I never wish on even my worst enemy because it just shakes your entire world. So my heart goes to you. So this week's series, we've been dealing with a lot of the different things that have to do with career. So we talked about the first two. We're going to talk about number three here. So number three says you have more power than you think. Focus on finding a mutual fit. Demonstrate how you can provide unique value to employers. What am I trying to say here in this video? Most of the time we feel like we don't have any power, right? Because when you look at today's market, and it's an employer's market, right? That's why it feels harder right now. It feels way harder to get even one response. And it's because there are more workers than there are positions. So employers fewer, workers way more, and as such it just feels so hard. But I'm here to tell you that you still have leverage. So I'll give you an example. I was shopping for a car when I first got to the United States, and I didn't know which car I wanted. I just knew I wanted a red car. And I was, you know, first of all, if you've never lived in the US, I want to let you know that this is the land of choices. There is like thousands of choices, from toilet paper to milk to anything that you can think of. I remember going to the store and spending hours just trying to figure out what kind of milk do I want, because there's skimmed milk, I don't know, whatever milk, there's just so many, whole milk, 2% milk, 1% milk, like it's so confusing. So even in the land of cars here, there's like a ton of different cars, and I just was like so overwhelmed. And I remember at that time thinking, I wish there was a little bit of a somebody, right, like who could just be walking with me and telling me you're looking for XYZ in a car, and so this car gives you that XYZ. That would have made my life so much easier. That's exactly what you have to do as somebody who is out here trying to land your next dream job. And my name is Joanne, and I help ambitious professionals to land their dream jobs, to make more money, and to lead fulfilling lives. So In my Career Accelerator coaching program, I teach you exactly what you need to be saying, how you're supposed to approach any interview, and how you're supposed to be able to make sure that that value, even when you're on a screening call, comes across. You're not supposed to go to a screening call thinking about what they can do for you. It's what you can do for them. You should have done your research. You should know the 3 or 4 things that this role is looking for, and I want you to articulate those 3 or 4 things. So I've found thousands of candidates because I've not only been an employee, but I've helped recruit a lot for my different departments in these different corporate companies, right? And one thing that blew me away and still blows me away is we have all these candidates that apply. We have like thousands of applications, but it's very difficult for us to even narrow down to like 5 good qualified candidates because most of them are not addressing the things that we are looking for. And then coming to the interview, they also are not telling us how they can solve problem Y, X, Y, and Z. So instead of going there and just, shooting off the hip and talking about your accolades, turn it around. Talk about, understand what problem they have and what they're trying to solve. And then you go in with a solution. That's how I was able to buy my very first car, my beautiful, beautiful red Nissan Rogue. Loved that car, right? So that's exactly the same thing that I want you to do, because finally I found a salesperson that was able to tell me this and this and this, and he understood I wanted a red car, so he made sure he took me to a beautiful red one. So I'm sharing this story to let you know that that's what your strategy should be like. And so if you are interested in working with me, I would highly encourage you to reach out to me. I will be linking on this video below my one-on-one, my Calendly, so you can go ahead and book a one-on-one coaching session with me. I will also link below a link for you to go and be able to purchase the Career Accelerator coaching program. It's self-paced, and I will be doing an Ask Me Anything session every week so that once you've done some modules, you can come in and ask me questions. And if you would like to have more of a one-on-one career coaching, program for you, because I do that, but I only do them at very, very select times of the year. I don't do it a lot because, again, I'm just so stretched out with so many things that I'm doing and so many projects. So this is very urgent. If you would like to not continue the same way you have been, and if you're wondering why you're not landing your dream jobs, then I got you. Go ahead, hit me up, send me an email to joannemarimecoaching@gmail.com. I will respond, and I will see you on the next one. You got this. Bye.